Mr. Stephen Clark on the electric guitar. Yes!
Hi everyone, how you doing? It's Paul here from Unusual Things. Now today we are in Sheffield. I forgot where I was then. It's all these dizzy heights going up north, see, I'm not used to it, am I? And we've come to see the final resting place of Steve Clark, of course, of Def Leppard fame. Great guitarist, and Def Leppard, great band actually, to be honest with you. I like them. Don't forget, if you like the video today, one of them. And of course, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Now, as always, I want to say a massive thank you to anyone that donates towards the channel, anyone that becomes a member of the channel, anyone that watches the channel, and anyone that subscribes to the channel. And the reason is because you're all great, and you support it, which motivates me, which keeps me going, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, here I am today. Look. Oh, I've just seen a horse in a field. We all know what I'm like with my interaction with horses, but he hasn't got a mask on, so I won't be able to call him Spider-Man horse or Bat horse or anything like that. Should we just get on with it? I'm just waffling now, aren't I? Anyway, let's carry on and let me tell you some information about the rock legend, Steve Clark. Steve Maynard Clark, 23rd of April 1960 to the 8th of January 1991, was an English musician. He was a principal songwriter and lead guitarist for the English hard rock band Def Leppard. Stephen Maynard Clark was born and raised in Hillsborough, Sheffield, to Barry and Beryl Clark. From an early age, he showed an interest in music, attending his first concert featuring Cliff Richard, that's one to attend, isn't it, and the Shadows at the age of 6 years old. At 11, he received his first guitar, which was purchased by his father on the condition that he learned to play. Clark studied classical guitar for a year before he first heard of music by Jimmy Page and Led Zeppelin at a friend's house. Before joining Def Leppard in 1978, Clark played cover songs with his band Electric Chicken in Sheffield. What a name, Electric Chicken, I love it. Around that time, he met Pete Willis, Def Leppard's original guitarist and founder at Technical College. Willis spotted Clark reading a guitar book and asked to be played. He then invited Clark to come and audition for the band, as they were looking to add a second guitarist. Clark never showed up, but when Willis and singer Joe Elliott bumped into Clark again at a Judas Priest gig, Willis reissued the invitation to him. Clark finally came down to their rehearsal room and joined Def Leppard in January 1978. According to Elliott, in Behind the Music, Clark auditioned for Def Leppard by playing all of Lynyrd Skynyrd's Free Bird without accompaniment. While a member of Def Leppard, Clark wrote or co-wrote over 90% of the band's songs. Clark and Pete Willis shared lead guitar duties, and Clark was nicknamed the Riff Master due to his talent and ability to come up with guitar riffs.
Well, the good thing about Def Leppard when I joined is those first groups I'd been trying to find other musicians who had the same enthusiasm as myself.
Although his name appears on many songwriting credits for Def Leppard's 1992 album Adrenalize, he did not contribute much to the recording of the album. In the liner notes of the Adrenalize Deluxe Edition, Joe Elliott claims that a few riffs Clark had demoed were used in a couple of places on the album. His only other contribution was an occasional appearance of what the rest of the band was working on, referring to it as cool. The song White Lightning described the effects of Clark's alcohol and drug addictions. However, the deluxe re-release of Adrenalize features a demo of the song Tonight, which Clark performed in having been recorded in 1988. He intended it to be a B-side for Hysteria. Clark was involved in the recording of the demo for the band's 1995 single When Love and Hate Collide. Classic tune. Just days before his 1991 death, the song at the time was reminiscent of the Hysteria and Adrenalize sounds that opposed to the newer sound of the next album, Slang. The demo of this song contains the final solo Clark ever performed. A demo of Clark's solo was found for the song Stand Up, Kick Love Into Motion, but was never integrated into any official material. Clark was engaged to an American model, L'Oreal cellist, I think I've said that correct. The two have been together for 7 years, and Shellis revealed in her autobiography, Runaway, that Clark's addictions played a major role in their breakup. Clark was addicted to alcohol. In 1989, his Def Leppard bandmate Phil Collen and others helped with an intervention to urge him to cease his alcohol abuse. Clark had agreed to enter a rehabilitation centre but left without completing the programme and resumed drinking. At the time of his death, Clark was on leave of absence from Def Leppard. We'd given him 6 months off, recalled Joe Elliott, and told him to go and spend some time in the beautiful new house that he'd bought in Chelsea. Eat some food and just take your time, empty your suitcase and throw all your clothes into your wardrobe. But instead he spent most of his time in the pub around the corner and do things like get so drunk he'd fall down the stairs and crack his rib. So he'd be on serious medication for cracked ribs. Then he'd carry on drinking. Weeks prior to his death, Clark had registered a blood alcohol level of 0.59%. On the 8th of January 1991, Clark was found dead on his couch by his girlfriend. He was 30 years old. The post-mortem revealed that the cause of death was respiratory failure caused by a lethal mixture of alcohol and prescription drugs. Daniel Van Alphen, Clark's drinking companion, the night before testified that he went to a local pub and returned to Clark's home at midnight to watch a video. So that's all the information there on Stephen Clark. Such a waste of life, 31, no age at all. But as I've said in many other videos with rock stars, you know, it's a lifestyle that some of them lead. It's a bit fast, it's a bit furious, it's just a bit crazy. And 9 times out of 10, that sort of lifestyle doesn't always end in the best way for people, which is a shame. What else is a shame is it looks like a lot of these headstones have been kicked in or done over. What's the point in that? Why do people do it? We all know why people do it, because we know what they are, don't we? Yeah, so, you know, 31 years old, man, you know, and like, again, I've said it before, to be a rock star in itself, to make something of yourself, it's no easy thing to do. Think how many kids and how many young men and women learn to play the guitar and it never gets anywhere for them. You know, they don't have that career, they don't have that lucky break. But then some of the ones that do, they waste it sadly, and they just throw it away. And you're like, oh man, why? But there you go. We cannot judge people's lifestyle choices until we spend time in there living their life, can we? Which we will never do. So you know, we can't be judgmental, but we can just show our frustration and confusion sometimes when we see a beautiful talent or something great that someone's gifted with, and then they go and throw it all away, and it's such a shame. Anyway, we'll continue looking for the grave, shall we? Okay guys, so I've had a good walk around and I think I found it. Actually, I did have a little bit of help today by a gentleman called Andy, because I was walking around like a baby giraffe that had just been born. I don't know why I did that. And he came up to me and said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, but I'm looking for something." So I did have a little bit of assistance today. Anyway, I'll show you. Here we go. A swan song in memory of Steve M. Clark, a dearly loved son and brother, who died the 8th of January 1991, aged 30 years. Memories are treasures, fragrant and sweet, to cherish, to hold, forever to keep. And there's a cassette there, look, a Def Leppard cassette, and the band's emblem on the logo, sorry, on the headstone there. And obviously people leaving some little bits and pieces there. There it is, guys. Steve Clark, taken way too young. 30 years old. It's sad, really. It's no age at all. So, bless you, Steve. And thanks for the great songs that you brought us, the great music. And people like this, you know, their legacy behind is their music, isn't it? Thank you. And I've got to say a massive thank you to gentleman over there cutting the grass, Andy. He didn't want to be on video, but thanks, Andy. Really appreciate your help. Yeah, Steve Clark there, another rock star, another young rock star, gone way too soon. I know, like, now it's what, 31 years ago, 1991. And it's a shame, isn't it, when you think about what they could have had as a career. You know, Def Leppard went on to do some great music and are still about, I think. I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong, leave me a comment, but I'm sure they're still knocking out the odd little tune here and there, maybe touring a little bit sometime. I might be completely wrong, I don't know, I might have just made that up. Anyway, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And oh, so nice to have it cooler up here. And of course, leave me a comment down below, won't you? And I will see you all real soon. Take it easy.